Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, how are you? I hope all of you always in a good condition and in a health condition. And I hope when you see this video, you in a good mood and maybe you have smile in your face. So, well, before we start our topic, let me introduce myself first. My name is Cahyani P, and my student number is 11. And today, as you can see in the screen, we will talk about studying abroad. Okay, maybe after you read the title, you have some questions like what's the importance of studying abroad and why we should study abroad, why we should go abroad, why that title is like so like that, like didn't go study abroad, make a loss. Okay, keep on patience. I will explain it all. Uh, explain it all later. So without any further ado, let's go to the next slide. Okay, so here are our subtopics today. The first is we will talk about overview. The second, we will talk about why we should study abroad. And I also contained my opinion in the third subtopic. And the last but not least is the conclusion. Okay, so let's move to the first subtopic. There is overview. As we know, in this globalization era, the demands of globalization today is challenge us to have the many skills so we can survive in this world. I mean, in this world is big, but day by day it feels small and smaller. And maybe in the past, we have a clearly border about my country, about one country with another. But today, with globalization, the border is lost, and we and today we can make many things. We can work with people from around the world, from all the world, online or offline. And yeah, so that's why we should have competencies we should master it in our skills, in international skills, so we can survive in this world and we can survive in our career. And we as young people, and we are the next generation of our country, for our nation. Of course, we should master it. We should be prepared to face the change of the world, especially of the to face the effects of globalizations. So one of many ways that we can choose is by studying abroad. Why? Because with studying abroad, we can actually living in a different atmosphere, in different culture, in different environmental, and it can teach us many lessons that are very, very important to be used in our life. Okay, the next is the second subtopic, why we should study abroad. Okay, actually, when I read a journal and some websites, some blogs, there are so many benefits and so many important things, important reasons why we should study abroad. But today, I just want to talk some of it. From the first, with study abroad, we can see the world. Okay, maybe let's move to the past. When we are in the school, we have geography lessons, geography lessons, and maybe when we in that lesson we learn about world map. We learn about the position, the social condition, the culture of all countries in the world. And it's great and also interesting, right? But when we can see the world, but when we studying abroad, we can actually living in that country in abroad. So there are much more things that we can learn, and we can take the goodness from it. We can learn more about the new perspective. We can learn about we can learn about new perspective, how people in that country thinks about an incident or in a thing, and etc. So yeah, that's why studying abroad is become the easiest way, one of the easiest way and the cheapest way to living in abroad. And also, yeah, as I write in the screen, we can learn new perspective. Uh, all of this time, maybe when we have an incident, we facing the international incidents, we just see that incident. We only see that incident from our perspective, from our home country. But when we are going abroad, we're living abroad, we can learn and studying how people in that country, how native things and face that incident and the things behind it. We can learn from new perspective. We have a new perspective, and after that we can become more wiser, we can be more sympathetic, and we can less judgmental. And also when we have a learn and when we have a new perspective, we can think more wider about a thing or an incident. So yeah, uh, we can improve, we can develop our value and our skills in facing something. Okay. And the next, we also can find and boost new skills. Of course, when we living abroad, we can learn more about anything that happening in that country, maybe the culture, the daily activities, and then the environmental, and directly or indirectly we can find new skills and we can boost it. For example, when we in our country, we think that we can talk in another language, but when we going abroad, we should talk in another language. So yeah, we should learning more and we become master in language. Yeah. So it's a small example from how studying abroad can boost our skill. Okay, and the next is my opinion about studying abroad. Actually, when I read the the text that my lecture shared in down class in down class, uh, my eye my eye directly point of these topics this topic there is benefits of studying abroad. Because for me, studying abroad and go abroad is one of my dream list. So yeah, that's why I'm so excited to have this topic. And and for studying abroad or go abroad, my heart feel the beat and my eyes is lit up when I heard or I see the people that went there. I mean, when I heard the people that going abroad for studying or for working, I I suddenly become so exciting, and yeah, my heart beats so hard because I I really want to go there someday. Why? Because I think this world, this big world, is created by God, and God gave it for us to explore it. We should explore it, and we can take the good things from it. Like we can learn many things from all around this world. So yeah, that's why I think I really wanna go for studying abroad. And uh, my opinion about studying abroad is I think especially in this globalization era, studying abroad become more important because, as I told before, we should survive in this world that the change is so fast. So yeah, we should open our international relations. We should be mastered in many skills so we can save our lives and we can survive in this world. And more than that, the experience of going abroad, living abroad, studying abroad is higher than yeah anything. I mean, we can learn many things. It's not only about the learn that maybe we get from the university or the college in abroad or from the company that we work on there, but also the life lessons. It's more important than that. We can learn new perspective, we can become more sympathetic and wiser to face something. So yeah, that's why I think studying abroad is one of the way to improve ourselves too. Well, the conclusion. Well, yeah, we are arrived in the last subtopic. There is conclusion. I think, of course, there are many ways to us to improve our skills and become mastered in anything in international skills and others. But studying abroad is one of the greatest way to have it because we through the actually living in abroad and we can learn many things. We can wider our horizon and we can become more improve ourselves. We can improve ourselves more. So that's why the studying abroad become important. And also the experience of studying abroad, living abroad, and going abroad is so valuable. So if you have an opportunity, if you get an opportunity to going abroad for studying or working, I highly recommended you to take it because yeah, um, because yeah, the experience is not come second time. So yeah, you should think it wisely and I hope all of us can going abroad someday. And I think that's all from my explanation, our talking about the studying abroad. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.